Trump crackdown on public charge rule could put U.S. green cards at risk. USCIS has issued a new memorandum reinforcing the public charge rule, a policy that can block green card applicants deemed likely to rely on public benefits. Under Trump's direction, the rule is now being applied more strictly, raising the bar for proving financial independence. If you're interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has issued a new policy memorandum that reaffirms and strengthens the application of the public charge ground of inadmissibility. This long-standing rule can prevent immigrants from securing lawful permanent residence, commonly known as a green card, if they are considered likely to depend on government assistance. On September 4th, under the Trump administration, immigration officers were instructed to apply the public charge criteria more stringently. This change directly affects individuals seeking permanent residency or entry into the United States, heightening the importance of demonstrating financial independence. What Trump's public charge rule means for green card applicants. The new USCIS guidance underscores an immigrant may be deemed a public charge if they are expected to rely heavily on government aid for basic needs such as food, housing, or health care. To make this determination, officers must consider several key factors. These include the applicant's age, which may influence employability, health status, especially if medical conditions could require costly treatment, family circumstances, such as the number of dependents, financial resources like savings and income, and education or job skills, which reflect the applicant capacity to sustain themselves. Although the public charge concept has long existed in the Immigration and Nationality Act, this memorandum tightens its practical application. It essentially raises a threshold for proving that an immigrant will not become a financial burden on U.S. taxpayers. Impact of USCIS rule on green cards and residency applications. One of the most consequential aspects of the memo is its renewed focus on the Affidavit of Support, a legally binding contract provided by a sponsor. This affidavit commits the sponsor to financially support the immigrant, ensuring they will not turn to public benefits. Previously, the existence of an affidavit was often sufficient. Under the new guidance, however, immigration officers are required to carefully assess whether the sponsor genuinely has the financial capacity to uphold this obligation. For families with modest incomes or sponsors with limited assets, this heightened scrutiny may pose significant challenges. Trump administration policy, restricting public benefits. The policy memorandum reflects a broader agenda by the Trump administration to restrict immigrant access to public benefits, whether for undocumented individuals or those pursuing legal status. During this period, measures were advanced to tie eligibility for programs such as Medicaid, food assistance, and housing subsidies more closely to immigration proceedings. The memo specifically highlights that the affidavit of support is enforceable in federal court, emphasizing the government's determination to hold sponsors accountable for financial commitments. Additionally, negative factors such as low household income, a history of using public benefits, or significant health concerns without adequate insurance are directed to be weighed more heavily against applicants. Green card applicants. What to know about Trump's new rule. While the memorandum increases scrutiny, USCIS clarifies that each public charge determination is individualized, meaning no single factor automatically disqualifies an applicant. Instead, the decision depends on the totality of circumstances. To strengthen their cases, applicants for permanent residency or green cards are encouraged to ensure they have a sponsor with verifiable income that exceeds federal poverty guidelines, provide additional documents demonstrating employment history, health insurance coverage, and financial stability, seek assistance from immigration attorneys or accredited advisors to avoid errors that could lead to delays or denials. In practice, this means applicants must prepare far more extensive evidence of their financial independence than before. With stricter standards in place, careful preparation and professional guidance are essential to navigate the green card process successfully. These changes create added challenges, especially for lower-income families and sponsors with limited resources. Applicants must prepare stronger financial evidence and seek professional guidance to successfully navigate the green card process. That is all for today. in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Strong crackdown on public charge rule could put US green cards at risk. The US Citizenship and Immigration Services has issued a policy memorandum reinforcing the public charge rule, which can bar immigrants from obtaining green cards if they are deemed likely to rely on government assistance. Announced under the Trump administration on September 4, the guidance directs immigration officers to apply stricter standards when reviving applications for permanent residency or entry into the United States. Immigrants may be labeled. The public charge is expected to depend heavily on aid for food, housing, or healthcare. Officers must evaluate age, health, family size, financial resources, and job skill, raising the burden of proof for self-sufficiency. A major focus is the affidavit of support, where sponsors must demonstrate real financial capacity, not just sign paperwork. This video creates challenges for lower-income families. The video aligned with a Trump broader push to restrict public benefits for immigrants and emphasizes enforceability in a federal code. USCIS advises applicants to document income, employment, and health coverage while seeking professionals' legal guidance.